Hello everyone, this is Rishu. Welcome back to my channel. And today I actually went to the supermarket and I bought this beautiful pair of gloves. These are really nice gloves, and it's actually from the brand Nike. So wait a minute, is it Nike or Nike? I mean, I've heard both pronunciations. So which is the correct pronunciation? All right, so we're going to be talking about 20 different brands that are really famous, and a lot of people might be mispronouncing these brands. So we're going to be talking about the accurate pronunciation of these 20 brands. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to be talking about all 20 brands. Before we start, I'm going to just tell you that there might be different pronunciation for each brand. For example, in America, certain brand is pronounced in a different way, or in the London or in the UK, certain brand is pronounced in a different way. Similarly, in some Asian countries, it is pronounced in a different way. But how do we verify the right pronunciation? The only way to verify the right pronunciation is we go with the native pronunciation. So it means the owner or the developer, when he developed a certain brand, he might have a right pronunciation or the certain pronunciation of certain brand. So we're gonna go with the same pronunciation. It doesn't matter how an American person gonna pronounce a certain brand, or it doesn't matter how a British person gonna pronounce a certain brand. We're gonna pronounce in the right way, that the pronunciation that has been given by the owner of that brand, right? And we have to stick with that brand or that pronunciation because that's the right way. Especially if you are a business professional, you have to pronounce it in the right way. You can pronounce in a different way as well, it doesn't matter, but we try to pronounce the native pronunciation always, right? So let's get started. So the first pronunciation is a very famous automobile manufacturing car, and we call it BMW, not BMW. So a lot of people actually pronounce it, especially in some English speakers, they pronounce it BMW because how it is written. The last letter is W, but it is actually pronounced as BMW because it's a German brand, and in German language, there's no W sound. It's always a V sound, so we pronounce it as BMW. Then next automobile car we have is this one, Porsche. Porsche, right? So right pronunciation is Porsche, not Porsche. It's Porsche. Okay, then the next one is this one. So this pronunciation is Adidas. Adidas. Now in British pronunciation, it is pronounced as Adidas, but I've seen some American people pronouncing it as Adidas or something like that, which is not the correct pronunciation. I mean, there might be, as I told in the start of the video, that there might be different pronunciation depending upon different countries, where we have to stick with the accurate pronunciation, which is Adidas. Then we have this one, and this is pronounced as IKEA. IKEA, right? It's not IKEA or something, it's IKEA. Now, IKEA, I guess, it is pronounced in different countries, but IKEA is the right pronunciation. Then we have another German brand, and it might be mispronounced by a lot of people because the way it is written, but it is pronounced as Volkswagen. So a lot of people say it Volks because it starts with letter V, but we have to pronounce it as Volkswagen. Volkswagen. Okay, then another brand, there's a tech brand, and it is pronounced as Adobe. Adobe. So it's not Adobe, it's Adobe. All right. Next one, we have this one. Everybody wants to buy this car, right? And this car is pronounced as Lamborghini. Lamborghini, right? It's not Lamborghini or something, it's Lamborghini. Lamborghini. Similar to that, we have different another car, really luxurious car we say, and this car is pronounced as Mercedes. Mercedes, the right pronunciation, remember, Mercedes. Then we have another Chinese tech brand, and this brand is often mispronounced by a lot of people. The way it is written, it should be Huawei. I know a lot of people say that way, but we actually pronounce it like Huawei. So in Chinese language, we actually, the H sound is silent. It starts with W sound. So it's like Huawei. Huawei, not Huawei or Huawei, it's Huawei. Okay, then another brand, you all know this, and this is often pronounced as Renault. Renault. So T at the end of the word is silent and we pronounce it as Renault. Okay, then another Korean brand, and this brand is pronounced as Hyundai. Hyundai. So a lot of people say Hyundai or Hyundai, but the right pronunciation is Hyundai. Okay, next one. This is a famous brand, and I guess you might be liking eating that, and that's called Nutella. Nutella. So people might be pronouncing it as Nutella because it sounds like nut and tella, right? But you have to pronounce it like Nutella. Nutella. Then a very famous game brand or video games brand. This brand is pronounced as SEGA. SEGA. So if I just talk about myself, I was pronouncing this brand inaccurately all my life. But then when I got to know about the right pronunciation, I was pronouncing it as SEGA always. The way it is written, but it is pronounced as SEGA. Okay, another tech or mobile brand, very famous all over the world. It's a Chinese brand. It's pronounced as Xiaomi. So a lot of people pronounce it as like Xiaomi or Xiaomi or something like that, but the right pronunciation is Xiaomi. Xiaomi. Then we have another brand which is also very popular, and it is pronounced as Del Monte. Del Monte. Right? It's not Del Monte or something, it's Del Monte. Then next pronunciation we have this one. So this pronunciation or this brand is pronounced as Vanheusen. 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 Okay, and then we have another brand, really luxurious brand. Everybody knows about it. This is pronounced as Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. It's not Louis, it's Louis and Vuitton, not we. So right pronunciation, remember, Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. Okay, and next one we have another car brand, and which is pronounced as Chevrolet. Chevrolet. The T at the end of the word is silent, so we pronounce it as Chevrolet. And the last brand we're going to pronounce, which is also the laptop and mobile brand, tech brand, I would say, it is pronounced as Asus. It's a Taiwanese brand, and it is pronounced as Asus, not Asus or Asus. It's Asus. Asus. Alright, so I hope you remember the correct pronunciation of all these brands. And as I told that there are different pronunciation of these brands depending upon the country, but you have to stick with the right pronunciation, the native pronunciation, especially if you are a business professional or if you are working in a company. Alright, so that's all for today, and I hope to see you next time. Ta-ta, adios, bye-bye.